Hey, it's me again from Back in Action. Uh, I wanted to point something out that got my attention a while back, and something that was brought to light to me 2 short days ago. But I want to say this: uh, I'm pretty much a strong component of honesty and integrity, and I pretty much, like we all have, of commending others on people's work and there's some things that I can't do that others have mastered at, and there's probably some things that I can do that others struggle with. And as far as I'm concerned, I pretty much nothing what I do is a big secret. I pretty much think that, or at least I thought we were out to help each other in this modeling community to get better. I didn't think this was a competition thing or words of confidentiality. But what I want to say is that what got to my attention that I noticed a build from somebody. I can't remember the name, and I probably won't say the name, but I will say this. It was for a 1/8 scale uh, Knight Rider kit build. It was a large kit build. And this person had a box behind it that was a 1/8 scale 1984 Z28. And pretty much pretty much gave everybody the impression, including me, that he converted this Z28 into this Knight Rider kit car, which at first I was totally impressed with. I said, damn, how did he do the dashboard? How did he do the seats? How did he do the bumper? All that. And I was almost to think that he scratch built it. That was my assumption and my interpretation. That he scratch built it, which to me was beyond beyond remarkable. Okay, that was 6 months ago when I first saw that, and now just 2 days ago, I then realized how he did it. Uh, he did not do it from a 1/8 scale Z28. Matter of fact, far from it. And it kind of, I don't know about anybody else, but it kind of left me disappointed because it was very impressionable from what the car would. The miraculous detail that was put into it was beyond anything that I don't think I could have been able to do, or it would have taken me a long time to figure it out. But when I saw it, and then I saw how he did it, which left me feel like I was deceived, like somebody just created a special effect and expected you to believe that it truly existed. And I was truly disappointed about that. And he had a lot of comments about it, a lot of comments about it. I was one of them, and saying what a fabulous job and how in the words you recreate the kit car, the Knight Rider kit car into from a '84 Camaro Z28. So it wasn't pretty much. He pretty much left some information out. I don't know if he did it deliberately or whatnot. But I later found out that I felt deceived. And like I said, me being 20 years in the military, I took the code of ethics and code of conduct in the military very seriously in my 20 years and 3 months, and I tried to instill that in the soldiers who worked for me and under me, and I mean, honesty and integrity. That's. I truly believe that. And I guess I had to, or else I wouldn't have lasted 20 years. But I thought I had to say something, and pretty much hopes that he sees it to let him know that that somebody caught on to his deception. To me, that's how I felt. It was a deception, and to put it honestly, the car, the kit car for 1A scale was from a modeling manufacturer. I don't know if it's a modeling manufacturer because I mean I bought a 1A scale charger from the Fast and Furious series, Dom's 69. I think it's the 69 or 70 Charger with the massive engine. Comes in several stages. You don't get it all at once. You get it in stages, and that's why I found out that that's where he got his car from, and put the box of a 1A scale Camaro behind it. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And I don't know if anybody would agree with me or disagree with me on saying this and putting it out there, but you know, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool at all. To me, it wasn't cool that you have all these people believing, including me, that you converted a 1984 Camaro and turned it into a Knight Rider kit car. I didn't like that at all, and so I had to say something. And I don't know if I'm gonna get ridiculed for saying this and putting it on air, but I'm pretty much hoping that this guy knows that you just don't do that. I mean, the work that I do and the work that everybody else does came from their own two hands, came from their own mind, came from their own creativity. And to do something like that, that kind of like it pretty much to me it involves a sense of mistrust. That if he did do a lot more models, I mean, and convert them into something that you pretty much think that was almost impossible. I mean, other times he's done that. So I mean, I didn't subscribe to his channel. I did. I won't know. I take that back. I did at first. I unsubscribed it because I didn't want to see any more of his work. I didn't want to see it because I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go through his channel and whatnot and then question or how he did that or let me research. I don't want to go through the process of researching. The only way I found out. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The only way I found out initially is when I ordered this charger. That's how I found out. So I found out totally by chance, by accident. And when I saw it on their website, I said, "Damn, this car looks familiar." And then I backtracked and I went back to YouTube and found out and I searched it on 1A scale Knight Rider kit car, and his car popped up, And I looked at it, and I looked at the website, and I said, "Oh no, he didn't. Really? Wow." So to everybody else, uh, like I said, everybody has been doing some fascinating bills, very fascinating bills. I mean, I've only been back and said I've been modeling since I was 12 years old, and I stopped modeling when I turned uh, 25 when I became a truck driver, when bills became more important than the hobby. And I drove a truck for 15 years, and then in 2001, at the age of 32, I joined the military. 8 years older than my drill sergeant. So that was, you can imagine somebody who was 8 years my junior, all in my face, yelling and whatnot. And I was giving some heads up about joining the military. I said, don't ever take what they do personal. That's what they're supposed to do. And I took that and ran with it. And after that, and 20 years later, here I am. I'm retired. So going back to that car, which, like I said, to me was very deceptive. Would have had more respect for him if he'd have said that, hey, this is where I got this from, whether it be, I don't know, resin parts, spare parts, or something like that. I don't know. But I know where he got it from. And he neglected to include that. And so, with that being said, I didn't like that. And if there's any chance that he looks at this video and sees that, no, I want him to let him know, he can see this face and let him know the disappointment that's in my face. Because we're all in this community together. And I mean, to me, my personal opinion, there's no room for deception. For doing something that you did not do, something that you cannot take credit for, and just be honest about these things. I mean, things that I do here, I mean, I don't mind sharing. I don't. I mean, somebody might come up with an idea that I had and do it a whole lot better. And I said, wow, okay, tell me how you did that. Please tell me. Some might tell me, some might not, which is okay. I'm not going to make a big deal out of that. But don't put it on the air and said, well, I did this to make this, but I'm not going to tell you about that. I didn't like that. But going to when I'm going about my truck, here my doors. I had to fabricate new doors because the doors that I tried to cut, these right here, this part of the door right here, broke on me. I'll show you. Here they are. Those are the original doors. And the best thing I could do was trace them out and scratch build them, and I think they came out pretty good. They fit on the door jambs that I had to redo. I'll bring it back out. This side, the driver's side came out good. I cut that. Well, actually, I had to do drill. I had to make little drill holes, very small drill holes around it, and take a knife and just cut around it. Still messed the door up, but the door opening came out real good. This side here, I had to redo because this is the side that I started first, and I stupidly used a cutting tool, a small cutting tool, which tore that door up and the opening. So I had to remake. If you can see that, I had to remake that door. I had to remake that entire door opening, and I'm surprised it came out as well as it did. I really am. I'm very surprised it came out as well as it did. But that's pretty much what I had to do. And as far as these in the back also, I decided not to do all these lights back here. I'm just going to do these four here and patch these up. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't. To me, I think there's such thing as adding too much lights. I didn't want to do overkill. I don't want to overkill it. But that's pretty much what I did. I also had some Crazy Horse Creations. Thank you for the advice. Told me not to not to use a heat gun to take care of this. And this pretty much what it is. This is three different types of textures. I did one here, and one here, and I get this. It didn't. I mean, it's. I mean, I'll be. I mean, I'll be looking at this from time to time, and I didn't notice this until yesterday. And I built this 2 months ago, and I get it like this, and it's bowed. And the gentleman at Crazy Horse Creations, I'll say it again. Thank you. Convinced me to use a piece of metal strip to straighten out and hide it to where it doesn't be seen. So thank you for that, because he said he definitely said I would have made it worse, and I sure didn't want to do that. So thank you for that at Crazy Horse Creations. So, but as far as these are concerned, I did this. I put in the grooves in here to for the hinges, which are wow, what I do? Which are dollhouse hinges. These right here, I picked up some dollhouse hinges off of Amazon, and they look like they're going to work out pretty well. I'm going to attach them to here. Let me use this other one. Attach them right here, and take them from the inside and hot glue them into that notch I did. And I'm gonna do two of them, two per door, one here and one below it, and attach it to the body, and it works out fine. It's a dollhouse hinges. I got them off. It came with maybe like 100 of them, in a bag. Didn't cost that much. Didn't cost that much at all. I think it probably cost me like, I want to say $10. Don't quote me on it. It probably cost me like $10. But they came out. They look like they're gonna work. Very nice. This here, I'm gonna have to do over, because I did do some this here on the side where I put the ends together. When I did the chrome, I still got that line, and I didn't want the line, so I tacked it real smooth with 220. Then I came back with 600, and it feels smooth. I mean, it feels like it's one piece, but only the primer will tell me that it's, excuse me, it's not. And I got 30 lights just across this bumper. Now, what I found out that I could do is that these lights here, well, they're not lights, they're actually windows from a 350th scale Enterprise that I didn't have no use for these because I used clear coat to replace all the windows. But these little lights right here were the perfect size for this right here, and for me to attach some SMDs right behind it. Which, I mean, yeah, it came out to be the perfect size. I didn't mean to do it that way. I mean, I think of stuff as I go, and I'm very random. That's pretty much why probably don't do stuff as I work, because I'm extraordinarily random. I'll work on something, then something else will pop up in my head and say, "Well, let me work on this," and that'll probably totally throw everybody off, and it'll probably throw me off as well. But yeah, I'm extraordinarily random. I'm extraordinarily messy. I did clean up, by the way. I did clean up a little bit, by the way. But yeah, came up with these, and I had like, and I'm short. I'm short again because I did use some off. Also, I had like three trees of these, and I'm 15 short. I got 18, and I'm 15. I'm 15 short of these little ones here, which, like I said, are perfect to put his lights across that bumper. So I don't know what I did with the ones here. I really don't, because like I said, I don't use them. The only thing I did use for the 150th scale retrofit Enterprise was the turbo lifts, which were these right here. Everything else I didn't use. Have no use for them. But I do have use for these, but I'm short. So I'm gonna have to figure out that what I'm gonna do about that. But as of right now, uh, I'm going to uh, get my SMDs out. I'm gonna get the wiring. I already got my soldering iron ready, and here's my heat gun I was about to use. So I guess I can put that away and get my wiring and get my solder soldering iron, and get ready to do some wiring and start adding adding the lights. Well, actually, I'm going to do the wiring first. I gotta paint the truck first before I even think about adding the lights. And to the truck, to the rear of the truck, which here I did that. I did lights across here too, little lights here, little lights down there, and I'm going to do four. If you can see them, they're little pinholes right now. Four here, one, two, three, four. I did a hole here for that electrical airline connection, that resin part that I ordered, which I'm going to try and find a way to uh, do an electrical connection to power up the lights that I put on the trailer once I get it built. So I'm hoping to actually have it as a working electrical connection. The airline, airline connections, they're not going to work. They'll just be there. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's basically all I had. That's basically all I have. And like I said, I've been recovering from what seemed to be a everlasting cold, but I'm over it. And I did test myself for the COVID infection. It turned out negative, which I'm happy for that. But anyway, I pretty much generally had to put out that little issue that I had about that not ride a kit car. Didn't I mean the work was impressive, but I didn't like the way that he uh, displayed it. To me, it was deceptive. But anyway, that's all I have for right now. more to come. I'm going to show everybody the wiring once I've had it completed. I'm also going. I will demonstrate uh, the test when I test the lighting. I will show how I do that. I don't know whether or not I was going to do it in parallel or in series. I might do it in series. I think because I don't because I have to also do these with little small resistors, and I need and I don't want the resistors to be seen. So that's pretty much all. That's pretty much all I have for right now. I would show these resistors. Of course, anybody who's done this thing pretty much knows what I'm talking about. So, but anybody who hasn't, you know, these are the resistors right here. And even though they're small, you know, when you have a bunch of them, it kind of makes the model look tacky. So I'm gonna have to find something of concealment, or find a way of rewiring to the fact where I don't even have to use that many, or if I do, uh, where can I hide them so they're not visible or noticeable? But that's all I have for right now. This is Back in Action Model Collections, and shout out to everybody who's responded. Comments are always welcome. Questions on how I do things, that's always welcome too, because I've got nothing to hide. I mean, I got no problem with sharing. I got no problem with teaching, as I see that we all do. But I mean, if you're gonna do something, I mean, do it the right way. Just don't be deceptive like that. I didn't like that at all. But anyway, like I said, this is Back in Action Model Collections. Uh, Big shout out to Big Charlie. Uh, we do keep in touch. Uh, Say hi and you know uh, talk and whatnot about modeling and other things. But so shout out to him and be one to say that I do appreciate him giving me. He sent me some parts for my trailer that I was missing, and I could not be ever so grateful in receiving it. I would offer to buy them, but he pretty much donated them, which no, I didn't want to do it because I pretty much want to. I like to pay for what I receive, but he donated them, and I appreciate that. If you're listening, thank you very much. Over and over again, I can't seem to express how much I appreciate that. But anyway, uh, like, share, comment, subscribe. Uh, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. And if anybody that really didn't agree for what I said, I do apologize. But from my standpoint, I had to say it because I needed that person to see and hear my disappointment. We're not about that. It, no, I'm not about that. So with that being said, we're out.